I, at a particular point, believed also the story. It's not just you. Many of us bought into that story that there was a time that twins were being killed in Igbo land. Of course, it's not true. It never happened. You know, for you to understand what I'm about to say, you must understand the craftiness and deception capacity of the West with their storylines. And that is why, if they really want you to believe a lie, the first thing they do is to write it down on a piece of paper in the name of book or novel. That was why they were able to capture our people with the so-called religion, Christianity. Now, this woman, Mary Celesio, never, I repeat, never in all her entire visit touched any village in Igbo land. When I say Igbo land, I'm talking about the current Igbo mainland. Now, I'm talking about the people of the East. Never stepped into any village, not even the Igbo villages that we are in Ndoke, Bayelsa, or Akwa Ibom, or Cross River. No. She came to Ibibu, ended her first visit and her second visit at Ibibu. And what the incident actually happened in that particular place. It has nothing to do with Igbo. But they created that Igbo story to bypass, because they know if they present the actual village where it happened, that the true story of what actually happened will surface, because they were buying time. But of course, you cannot cover the truth forever. The true story of what actually transpired in that particular community in Ibibo has surfaced. What happened? She stopped the killing of twins. Who is this particular lady in question? That was trained and sent to Africa to assist, according to them, the medical personnel. What was she doing before she was trained? Who was she? A normal call runs girl. A girl that has the capacity to service men that have been deprived of emotional touch or that is sexually starved. What you can term to be your today's normal prostitute. She was doubling. And then also working as a medical, because anybody can work as a medical assistant as long as you have little knowledge. All of a sudden, she was made a hero, to an extent that we have her status, her image molded in some parts of our community, in some parts of our community. Is that not madness? A woman that did practically nothing, that is nobody, that is nothing, we made her somebody by creating a false story that she stopped the killing of twins. Did she actually stop the killing of twins? The answer is no. When these people came to this particular community in Ibibo, like I said, she never stepped her feet in any part of Igbo land. Now, I'll tell you what, we've had stories flying. Even there was this particular old woman that assured us and guaranteed us that she knows of a family that their own twins were killed. And we're going to look at it, because when things come up like this, we do the arithmetics. We do small calculation. And then see if it tallies or not. Now, I want you to bear in mind, like I said, it was in a community. What happened in this community? When these people visited this community, they discovered that the community has a deity that has two faces, which signify twins. And in this very community, that twins were reverend. So in order for them to condemn that particular deity or their practice, they decided to demonize that deity. And they cannot do that without creating the impression that twins are bad omen. It was this woman and her colleagues that came from the West that gave the impression to the community people that twins were bad omen. And then suggested that they should be thrown away or eliminated. So when the community leaders heed to what they were saying and collected some of the twins, the mothers of those twins became angry and revolted against that decision. So it was actually the mothers of those children that were being taken from their mothers who stopped the killing of twins, and not the woman. She was the one that was instigating it with her colleagues so that they can push and proclaim the Christian faith. Because without condemning that deity, they will not get the community to focus on their God and on their Bible. So when they saw how it backfired, they know if they tell the story that they told against the Igbo community, that it was the community that was killing twins, that the community will expose them. So they now picked a land that was big, knowing that Igbo land is not just a single community. Igbo land has thousands of communities. So if you claim that such a thing happened in Igbo land, somebody in Owerri will not know whether it happened in Onitsha. And somebody in Onitsha will not know whether it happened in Aba. And somebody in Aba will assume that it happened in Abakaliki. Just like that. So you can always get away with it, as long as you did not mention any particular community. And that was why they chose the Igbo land and say they stopped the killing of twins in Igbo land. Nothing like that ever happened. If anybody say they know, investigate to the end, you will see that it is all about a rumor. It is all about a rumor. If there is any community that twins were killed, ask yourself who gave the order. As at 18, listen to me very well. As at 18 something, all the Igbo communities except for 3 communities, which is Arochukwu, Nri, and Onitsha, had no king. Had no king. So who is the person responsible for the killing of these twins, if I may ask? Igbo communities do not have a king. Decisions were made by Omunna. So who will bring his own children to be killed? So who gave that order? Then who removed it? Because I know as far back as 1906, 1912, there were communities that actually did not even have king. So who made that decision? On behalf of who? So when people are telling you things, you ask yourself, you look at the possibility of what they are saying. Anybody can come up and claim anything, but I can tell you for free, that woman, that call girl, that prostitute, never stepped her feet in any Igbo soil. Even when she was sick, she never stepped her feet in any soil in Igbo land. You know, we have this, attitude of accepting and believing anything as long as it's written in the paper by these criminals who came to steal, to kill, and to destroy. And yet, it is very clear